Hello everyone, my name is Inchara. I am currently pursuing my postgraduate program in management in IIM Trichy. Today, I am going to talk about the topic land and labor reform policies in India. This video is being made as part of the course Indian Economy and Policy. Our Indian government must make certain labor policy reforms to suit the current industrial and economic growth. The number one change should be in the working hours. Technological advancements and market dynamics are changing the nature of work. As a result, economies may consider revisiting legal restrictions on non standard working hours such as night work, weekly holiday, or overtime work. Understanding the impacts of regulatory restrictions, including those on working hours, is important for promoting entrepreneurship. Night work is the second most restricted area according to Doing Business data. Upper middle income economies have most limits on night work, followed by lower middle income group. For example, in India, the Maharashtra Shops and Establishment Act 2017 increased overtime hours and eliminated work restrictions on weekly rest day while introducing a compensatory day off and a 100% wage premium for work on that day. Reforms like this will help develop our nation. The second chain should be on severance payment and length of employment. Data shows that lower and lower middle income economies, which maintain the highest average severance pay as measured by Doing Business, tend to mandate longer minimum lengths of employment before a worker is entitled to severance pay. Facing higher dismissal costs, employers may induce to choose to keep senior workers over junior ones. If only available to experienced employees and in economies without unemployment insurance, more vulnerable employees such as youth, for example, may be left without any income protection. The labor market can become segregated between highly protected older workers with job stability and younger, less experienced workers who are unable to benefit from labor protection mechanisms. Therefore, more flexible regulation should be enacted only once enhanced social assistance and insurance are in place. The third area of reform should be on unemployment protection and skills development. A lack of protection and benefits leave people vulnerable to poverty, particularly during life events such as poor health or old age. Unemployment protection policies are critical in promoting inclusive labor markets, human capital development, productivity, and economic growth. The need is particularly high in developing economies where informality is predominant. Similarly, a lack of training can leave people, especially youth, unprepared for the job market. Economies should continuously improve the skills of the labor force to adapt to rapidly changing business and social environments. Although firms are generally expected to provide training for their employees, professional development as a national policy generates more opportunities for the wider population. For India, example, India has set a target of training 500 million people by 2022 to spur employment and national development. National training funds are one of the main financing vehicles for putting national skills development policies into practice. India should modify its labor policies to boost manufacturing sector of our country. Some labor reforms could be enforcing a new policy for land acquisition for land use change, upgrade present information management systems, digitalization of land registry, increase administrative efficiency, increase transparency of information, and finally, reduce taxes or fees.